getting families on the ice all season long and into the playoffs. Luther Kia of Bloomington. Come see the 7-passenger Telluride and all the new 2023 models at Luther Kia of Bloomington.
It's time for a special Hockey Day edition of Breakaway presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington with Mark Parrish. I'm Audra Martin. There's no better way to cap off Hockey Day Minnesota than with a big Minnesota Wild win, and this one was an exciting one. A 3-2 victory over the visiting Buffalo Sabres in the shootout as Minnesota now improves to 14-2-1 all time on our hockey holiday.
It's absolutely awesome the way the Minnesota Wild know how to cap off this day that is about the kids and the love of hockey that we have in this state. But the Minnesota Wild came up big, and they played a spectacular game. They knew they couldn't open it up against Buffalo. They played tight, sound defense, patient, waited for their opportunities, took advantage of them, and wow, did they show off some skill on those shootout goals, all three of them by Zuccarello, Kaprizov, Gaudreau, Freddie Gaudreau, who is our unsung hero. He is just, for as much as he does not get enough credit for what he does for this team.
No doubt about it. Some of the numbers to keep an eye on. I mean, a good, smart, clean game from the Wild. Just the one penalty that they did kill off. They go 1 for 4 on the power play, but check out the physicality in this one. 24 hits for Minnesota, 5 for Buffalo. And so the Sabres do see their 5-game win streak come to an end as Minnesota improves to 3-0 since November 19th here inside the Xcel Energy Center. But as Mark just mentioned, tonight, the hero, Freddie Hockey. And here's what his head coach had to say.
Freddie Gaudreau? Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, shootout was great. But, yeah, he just makes the play to Spurgey. And you guys know by now, there's no secret with him. He just does everything, right. Just competes his butt off, and a real good player for us.
Our 17th annual Hockey Day Minnesota featured some great games, starting with a big Stillwater win on the ladies' side of things, an 8-3 win over White Bear Lake. Then the boys' side, Hermantown taking down Matamidi 6-3. To college hockey is the ladies of St. Cloud State with a 2-1 win over Bemidji State. Minnesota, a huge win last night. They get a 6-3 win today over Michigan State. A thriller in overtime as Hill Murray takes down their biggest rival, White Bear Lake, 3-2. And finally, the 3-2 win for the Minnesota Wild. Doesn't get any better than that on Hockey Day Minnesota. We appreciate all of you joining us all day long. Can't wait to see you guys next year. We can't wait to see you after the break as well, because the Wild now have a couple days off. We'll get back to work soon enough. But until then, thanks for joining us on Breakaway, presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington.